We're in Ephesians chapter 5, and we're looking at verses 3 through 5. And it says, "But sexual immorality or any impurity or greed must not even be mentioned among you, as is proper among saints." Verse 4, "And there must be no filthiness or foolish talk, or vulgar joking, which are not fitting, but rather giving of thanks." Verse 5, "For this you know with certainty, that no sexually immoral or impure or greedy person, which amounts to an idolater, has an inheritance in the kingdom of Christ and God." So the first thing that Paul says here, especially in verse 4, these things, these behaviors, the bad stuff that comes out of your mouth, the vulgar and filthy joking, foolish talk, unwholesome talk, he refers to in chapter 4, verse 29. He says they're not fitting. They don't fit with you. There is a change. There should be a change in you when you follow Christ. And so they don't fit with your profession of faith. When you say one thing and in your heart you believe in Jesus, so like around some people you say one thing and other people you say a completely opposite thing. He says that doesn't fit, right? That's not matching your profession of faith when you use the vulgar joking and stuff like this. So we've got to be careful. And we can easily get sucked into, conversation that turns vulgar and turns very bad. And so we've got to be careful and watch the conversation that we allow ourselves to be a part of, and also be careful of the things that we say. And then he says at the end in verse 5, he says that sexual immorality, impurity, greediness, it amounts to idolatry. So when these people are engaged in, sorry for the camera shake, when these people are engaged in this kind of behavior, it becomes idolatry. It becomes the thing that they worship. So we have to be very careful with how we spend our time, how we spend our money, the things that we consider our priorities, because those things will demonstrate where our heart is. Is our heart focused on the Lord, or is our heart focused on something else? Are we worshiping God, or are we worshiping sexuality? Are we worshiping impurity, or are we worshiping greed? Are we worshiping other things that actually are pulling us away from a relationship with Jesus Christ? So that is Ephesians chapter 5, verses 3 through 5.